Good morning, my dear students. Today, in this video clip, I want to discuss about equation of a trajectory of a projectile motion. Equation of trajectory of a projectile motion. It is two-dimensional motion. Here, projectile motion is nothing but two-dimensional motion. It is particularly in XY plane. This is you have to take in XY plane. Before going to discuss about this equation of a projectile motion or trajectory of a projectile motion, I request to all the students you become a subscriber. You press the subscriber button, red color button, and then bell button, and you become a subscriber for our channel, physics channel. Yes, I hope all of you become subscriber. And one more, our college students, all of you watch this video clip and you give the information to your friends. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಕ್ಲಿಪ್ ನೋಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಕ್ಲಿಪ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ವಾಚ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಬೈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಒನ್ ಬೈ ಒನ್. ಸೀರಿಯಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಸೀರಿಯಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಒನ್ ಬೈ ಒನ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊತ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ತಿಳಿತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. In previous video clip, I have already discussed about the projectile motion. What is projectile motion? Projectile motion is one of the two-dimensional motion of the particle. That is important point. Yes. Any body or a particle thrown in the space. Now you see here. Suppose it is throwing this. You throw, this is the particle. You throw like this. You move like this. You throw in the space with a certain angle to the horizontal. This is the horizontal. Now body is thrown in this direction. Now it is move like this. Now it is moved due to the effect of gravity. It is known as circular path due to the effect of gravity. This is called projectile motion. Now striking a cricket ball by the bat, it is moved like this. Projectile motion. And throw ball, you throw, now it passes on the net, and this is the projectile motion. You strike the volleyball, it is moved like this, projectile motion. There are so many examples. Why it is moved like this? It is due to the effect of gravity only. What is the acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the 9.8 meter per second? Now here, in the case of projectile motion, you take the acceleration is equal to minus g for vertical motion. For horizontal motion, there is no acceleration. Now, the particle is projected with certain velocity in the space, that is called velocity of the projection. Now it is represented by u here. U is basically velocity of the projection. Now what velocity is given to the body, in which for what velocity the body is projected in the space, that is the velocity of the projection. Now you give the velocity, certain velocity to the body, and it is projected in the space, that is said to be velocity of the projection. Now the angle, the body is projected with certain angle to the horizontal. This is called velocity of the projection. It means now vertically you throw the body like this. Now the angle of projection is 90 degree. Now suppose the body move horizontally like this. Angle of projection is 0 degree. It is lie between 0 to 90. 0 to 90. Any body is projected like this, 0 to 90. Suppose projected like this, projection, you got the projection like this. You project it like this, you got the projection like this. Okay. Now whatever u is nothing but velocity of the projection. Whatever the angle made by the direction of the projected body and horizontal, this is called angle of projection. Angle of projection is nothing but here theta. Theta is the angle of projection. Theta is the angle of projection. U, velocity of the projection. Theta, angle of the projection. Now the particle move in this direction. The path traced by the particle in projectile motion, the path traced by the particle in projectile motion, this is called trajectory. Now you obtain the expression for the trajectory of a projectile motion. Trajectory of a projectile motion. Equation of trajectory of a projectile motion. Now we show that the equation of trajectory of a projectile is parabola. You show that. You got the expression like this. Actually, parabola equation is ax plus bx square, and another one is ax minus bx square like this. Yes. Now this is a parabola equation. What is y is equal to mx plus c? This is straight line equation. This is straight line equation. Like that, this is parabola equation. Now you got the expression like this. Y is equal to x minus bx square. One of the very important point is remember it here. Any particle is moving with a uniform velocity. At that time, acceleration is 0. If it is uniform, acceleration is 0. And there is a change in the velocity, then only there is an acceleration. Now the body, the particle is projected in the space, it is in the projectile motion. The velocity of the particle at any point in the projectile motion, it is resolved into two components. The velocity of the projection at any point in the projectile motion, it is resolved into two components. Now split madde, ಎರಡು component resolved into two components. Now one of the component along x-axis, this is u cos theta. Another component is that is along y-axis, u sin theta. Okay. Now u cos theta, the component of the velocity along the horizontal, it is in the same direction. There is no change in the direction. It is in the same direction. There is no change in the direction. Not only same in the direction, and also it is uniform. Yes, which velocity component in the projectile motion is uniform? The horizontal component of the velocity is uniform. Then vertical component of the velocity, u sin theta. It is along y-axis. It is varies, changes. It is varies, changes, and also changes direction. Not only changes magnitude and also change the direction. Now, when the particle for ascent is gone decreases. U sin theta component decreases. When it reaches the maximum height, it becomes 0. U sin theta becomes 0. Now the particle having only one component of the velocity, that component is horizontal component u cos theta. When a particle moves in a descent, this is the descent. Now vertical component is in downward direction. It is gone increases. It is for ascent in upward direction. It is gone decreases. And when it is moved downwards for that is a descent, it is in a particularly downward direction. Along the horizontal, acceleration of the particle is along the x-axis is 0. Along the vertical, acceleration of the particle is that is minus g cap. Minus g cap. Why? Because unit vector along the y-axis is you have to take j cap. Therefore, it is j cap. Acceleration along the axis minus j cap. Now it is a change the direction. U sin theta component is changes direction. in a vertical direction, and also change its magnitude. Somewhere it increases, somewhere it is decreases. And for ascent, decreases. And for descent, increases. Fine. Now let P is the position. Let P is the position of the particle. Position of the particle with coordinate x and y. Position of a body at a time t. When reach this point P, at that time particle covers both horizontal distance and vertical distance. It covers vertical distance y. It covers horizontal distance x in time t. Time t, t is time taken for ascent. Another time t is time taken for descent. Time t, time taken for ascent. Time t, time taken for descent. Total time taken is 2t. 2t. Now time taken for ascent is equal to time taken for descent in the projectile motion. Okay. Now see here, u is the velocity of the projection. Now this velocity is resolved into two components. One is u cos theta. Equation number 1. The acceleration is 0. Same direction. In same direction, and also uniform. This is uniform. Here ux is equal to u cos theta. Equation number 1. Now another component of the velocity is along y-axis, that is vertical component. Uy is equal to u sin theta. It is change in direction. This is change in direction. Acceleration is minus g, and also non-uniform. This is a non-uniform. Uniform variation. Now, what is the distance covered by the particle along vertical? The distance covered by the particle y. And what is the distance covered by the particle along the horizontal x in time? ಅಂದರೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಟಿ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವೈನ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತದ, ಹಾರಿಜಾಂಟಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತದ. ಯಾವುದು? ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್. ಎಲ್ಲಿ? ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟೈಲ್ ಮೋಷನ್. Now you come to the point. Equation. Yes. Particle covered vertical distance y in time t. Now this is along y-axis, component of the velocity u sin theta. The acceleration is minus z. Apply the kinematic equations. Yes. By the equation of motion, y is equal to uyt plus 1 by 2 ayt square. It means s equal to ut plus 1 by 2 at square. That equation you have to apply here. That is y is equal to uyt plus 1 by 2 ayt square. Okay. Now what is the component of the velocity along y-axis? U sin theta. Therefore, y is equal to u sin theta. Y is u sin theta into t plus 1 by 2. Ay is minus g t square. Yes, y is equal to u sin theta into t minus 1 by 2 g t square over minus 1 by 2 g t square equation number 3. At the same time, at the time t second, now same particle in the same projectile motion, it covered the distance horizontal distance x. At the same time, particle covered horizontal distance x. X is equal to ux plus 1 by 2 ax t square. Along x-axis, velocity is uniform. ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು, ಸಪೋಸ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಆಕ್ಸಲರೇಷನ್ 100% ನಾವೇನು ಬರೀತೀವಿ, 0 ಬರೀತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 0. Acceleration is 0. Now acceleration is 0, this whole term becomes 0. One by 2 ax t square, it is 0. Whole term is 0. Whole term is 0. X is equal to ux u cos theta. T x by u cos theta. Equation. You substitute this t value in this equation. Equation 3 becomes. This is equation number 3. Yes. Equation number 3 becomes y is equal to u sin theta into t is x by u cos theta minus 1 by 2 g x upon u cos theta whole square. Therefore y is equal to u sin theta, that is u cancel it, u cancel, sin theta by cos theta, sin theta divided by cos theta into x minus g x square divided, this is 2 is there, 2 u square cos square theta, square is there, we got x square here. Now this is u cos theta whole square is there, u square cos square theta. Yes, therefore y is equal to tan theta x minus g divided by 2 u square cos square theta into x square. You say equation number, this is fine. It is the equation of trajectory of a projectile. It is equation of trajectory of projectile motion. Projectile motion. This is the equation of trajectory of projectile motion. This equation, it is in the form of parabola equation. Parabola equation, y is equal to ax minus bx square, equation number 6. Equation number 6. Here a is equal to tan theta, b is equal to g upon 2u square cos square theta. Hence, the equation of projectile motion is parabola. Finally, what to say? Equation of projectile motion is said to be parabola. This is the equation of trajectory of a projectile. Tan theta x minus g divided by 2u square cos square theta into x square. It is in the form of parabola equation ax minus bx square, where a is tan theta, where b is g by 2u square cos square theta. This is point. This is, that is projectile motion. Equation of trajectory of a projectile motion. Now, there are 3 important equations. What are the equations? Equation for time of flight, equation for the height of the projectile, equation for the range of the projectile. These important 3 expressions. ಈ 3 equations ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. Equation of, that is time of flight, equation of height of the projectile, equation of range of the projectile. This is very important. Yes, In the case of projectile motion, this is the equation of projectile. It is in this form. Hence, the equation of a projectile is said to be parabola. Yes, you come to the point time of flight. What is time of flight? In the projectile motion, whatever the time taken for the ascent is equal to time taken for the descent. Total time is t plus t, 2t. t plus t is, that is 2t. 2t means what? You start the projectile here. Now here end. This is reference surface. Now it is the time taken by the particle to reach the ground, to reach the reference surface is called time of flight. Now the projectile motion starts from the reference surface and it's move like this and it reaches the reference surface. Now this is total time taken by the projectile motion when it reaches the ground or is said to be reference surface. This is called time of flight. Now idukku navu enu ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ time of flight ಅಂತ. This is called time of flight. Yes, time taken for ascent is t, time taken for descent is t. It will take the same time in the absence of air resistance, friction. Yes, one of the very important point is here. Now you take the for vertical motion when it reaches the maximum height. For vertical motion, for maximum height, for the maximum height. When it reaches the maximum height, one very important point. Now the particle is move like this. Now when it is move vertically upwards, now you take the component of the velocity only around vertical. That is uy. Then you take the acceleration ay. When it reaches this maximum height, the particle at the fraction of second it acts like a rest. It means final velocity is 0. In any body throw vertically upwards, initially give the velocity, but when it reaches the maximum height at the fraction of second it acts like a rest body. At that time final velocity is 0. Py is the final velocity, uy is the initial velocity. It is in y indicate along y axis. Ay is the acceleration, t is the time taken for this is ascent. Then what is the expression for the final velocity? P is equal to u plus at. Here you take Py is equal to uy plus ayt. What is Vy? Final velocity is 0. The component of the u sin theta, uy, u sin theta is equal to 0. When it reaches the maximum height, u sin theta is 0. This is 0. Final velocity is 0. This is the Vy. Final velocity. This is 0. Initial velocity is u sin theta. Particular component. U sin theta. Minus ay is g. Minus g. You take it. Ay is minus g. If you write vector form, you have to write vector form. Yes. Now this is you take this side. Gt is equal to u sin theta. And t is equal to u sin theta. This is the expression for the time taken for ascent. Whatever the time taken for ascent is equal to time taken for descent. Therefore, time of flight t is equal to 2t. Or say t plus t. This is for ascent, this is for descent. T is equal to 2t. Therefore, time taken for to whole projectile motion 2 into t, 2 into u sin theta upon z. Therefore, t is equal to 2u sin theta upon z. It is the expression for what we say, that is the time of light. The time of light of the projectile motion equation is 2u sin theta upon g. This is the expression for time of light. Now in the next video, two more expressions, that is range of the projectile and height of the projectile. Now, once again repeat. Projectile motion is two-dimensional motion. Important. Particularly, you have to take care in XY plane. In this case, that is in the XY plane. Fine. This is 5 mark question. Very important question for your that is the first year syllabus or annual examination. In CET exam and NEET and JEE, it is a complicated questions are asked based on the projectile motion. This projectile motion is very important point in the mechanics. Yes. What I want to show that in beginning term here, you show that equation of trajectory of a projectile motion is parabola. Parabola expression is ax minus bx. Parabola expression. What the expression you have to take here? And one of the important point here, once the particle is projected in the projectile motion with a certain velocity, at any point the velocity is resolved into two components. One of the component is sine component, another component is cos component. Along the horizontal component, that is the cos component, u cos theta. In the vertical component is u sin theta. In throughout the projectile motion, one of the component is uniform and in the same direction. That component is u cos theta. Another component, it is varies from one position to another position. Its magnitude is varies. Not only change in the magnitude but also direction. That is u sin theta. Therefore, along the horizontal the acceleration is 0. Why? Along the acceleration ax is equal to 0. Why? Because there is no change in the velocity. Uniform this is u cos theta. But in vertically it is more here with the acceleration is equal to acceleration equal to gravity. At that time dy is equal to minus 0. Finally, you substitute all the things, it is uniform and also change the direction. When for ascent it is in upward direction, it is 1 decreases. When for descent it is in downward direction, 1 increases. Finally, you got the expression like this. At when it reaches this point, I covered the both the distance. One is y, another one is x. At the same time, what is the expression y? What is the expression x? Now you substitute t here. Finally, you rearrange this expression. Finally, you got y is equal to tan theta x minus g divided by 2u square cos square theta x square. Now this is the equation of trajectory of a projectile. This equation of trajectory of the projectile is in the form of parabola. At that time, in the place of a constant, tan theta. In the place of b constant, that is g upon 2u square cos square theta. Hence, you show that equation of the trajectory of the projectile is said to be parabola. This is very, very important. This is very, very important. Now, the projectile motion is said to be two-dimensional motion. Okay. At the end of the video clip, I want to request to all the students, you become a subscriber. You press the subscriber button and the bell button. You become a subscriber for our physics video clip channel. I hope all of you understand this point. That is the motion of a particle in a two-dimension projectile motion. trajectory of a projectile. Finally, time of flight. This total time taken by the projectile to reach the ground, or is said to be reference surface. That is called time of flight. Yes, all of you become subscriber. I hope all of you become subscriber. Okay, in next video you follow that with two more derivations, two more very important equations: height of the projectile and range of the projectile. These are the two important expressions. Okay, thank you. All of you become subscriber for our channel. Okay, yes, all of you become a subscriber for our channel. Okay, become a subscriber. You understand this point? Students, I want to request to write and practice it, the derivation in your home. Yes, it is a 5-mark question, important question. You ask in the examination like this: show that, question is there on the board, show that equation of trajectory of a projectile is parabola, like this. Ask in the examination. Yes, equation of trajectory of a projectile is parabola. Yes, thank you.